Welcome back, everybody. We're in for more Dragon Age the Veilguard. We have the whole party assembled now, including Nev. She has come back. So, and before we do anything else, we're going to go around and talk to everybody.
The spirits lament, dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
I would do it, but I don't know how to get in there. The Rook likes shiny things. Found at least 20 mementos and returned to the caretaker. Nice. Workshop rank 5. Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Taking a walk?
I am. Hopefully not up the edge. I've done that before.
Poor Nev. She didn't deserve what happened to her city.
I know.
None of the shadow dragons in Mirathas did. Not that it would have been any better in Treviso.
No.
Sometimes there's just no good choice, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Delara.
Look, I'm back and I'm on the job. That's all I want to say about it right now.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Stretching the legs?
I'm not trapped underwater anymore. Everything is stretching my legs.
Davern had something.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
At least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Never be a deer. Good to know.
He'd probably leave them alone.
Probably.
You and I see a deer. Maybe he sees venison souffle. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
What a good baby.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davern.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters. Still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
You can be both.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about.
He said it once.
Trust
We keep talking
Hassan
about
to
it.
find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
He's like, excuse
Good
you.
thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
A baby. What a delightful baby. Hey, buddy. Oh. Okay. Tasha's outside, so she wouldn't be in here. Is Emmerich in his room? We haven't seen his new room yet. We got your statues out in the hall. Nice.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Beautiful. Surprisingly comfy. It's better with more people.
Early on, it mostly felt empty, but it's gotten more homey with each new person.
For all its grandeur, the lighthouse does seem meant for company.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls.
Aww.
My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
We've seen weirder. True.
We're still getting used to one another.
True. And yet,
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Don't feel so bad.
please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our
Manfred's
inventory.
like, we're working here.
Thank you for stopping by.
You got a tiny little flash of Emmerich approves there. Oh, there it is. You're gonna have this place looking amazing. Hi.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas.
Yeah, of course.
They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Okay.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Okay. Alright, let's go back to Necropolis, since we didn't get to spend too much time there. Alright. Have fun settling in. Let me go talk to Varric. I don't think we can, like, talk, but he'll give me a one-liner or something. What? Oh, this is Dasha's room.
You know, Rook, every time I think I've got a handle on how weird magic is, it just gets weirder.
Yeah. Interesting that there's a light over my door. All right. Gotta go back to Docktown. Gotta go to Hosberg Wetlands. Still can't do that. Turn to Ravane. Huh. Oh, we couldn't do this yet. Maybe we can now. Can't do that. Not capable. Can't do that. Can finally do these. All of these are now unlocked. Okay, I kind of want to do the Ravane one then, since we can. Yeah. Let's go. Now it's time to take everybody out with Emmerich, so I can see how they react to him. And Nev out with all of our newbies, because she hasn't met any of them, but she's also still not met with us. Okay, so we'll try to go to Ravane, and then we will go back to Navarra. Yeah. Yes, Navarra. I love our Lord of Fortune armor. We look good. Fight each other for a bit, and then we'll get in. God, Emmerich, you're so tall. Goddess and I are shorties.
Mortalitassi is a general term. I belong to the Morn Watch.
But you are a necromancer.
Yes, certainly.
Oh, are you finally gonna have a problem with someone, bud? You've been pretty patiently dealing with everybody having a problem with you. Once they are fully accessible, seems like it's still not. Okay. Wish it said it on the screen that it was not doable.
Be ready.
I don't want to fight you. You're just doing your job.
The deeper currents.
Let's go the other way.
Onward, dweller.
Hi, guys. Paragon Terra's Guardian. Paragon Terra's Salek stood against the Darkspawn during the desolation of Kal Sharok. She gave her life so her people could find safety behind the Tig walls. Oh, one more.
As a spirit mage, Emmerich, you must sense spite.
I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite, even when he doesn't take me over.
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
He's just a little gremlin. It's fine. I need opportunities to flirt. Why isn't it giving me enough opportunities to flirt?
Let's ask Myrna and Vorgoth about these hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps.
Yeah, of course.
Now, despite what you may have heard, spirits who dwell here do so willingly. Most of our work are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than But later, I can introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
I think I'm ready for spirit.
We did an entire quest with just fight.
We need to go.
guys. Oh, what can Spike do over here? This is Spike's lantern is the color, isn't it?
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Another one somewhere?
That did it.
I don't know what it did.
There's one of those scattered wisps you mentioned, Emmerich.
It's out of alignment. Let's find a receptacle for it while it recovers.
Okay. Up it gets. Just lifts itself up by the neck. Now I want to do
The
this.
door's locked. Maybe it'll open if we bring more wisps.
It's not locked.
Are they leading us here?
An overview of spirits malign. Malign spirits are inevitable. We understand what manifests them directly in our world. Jealousy, arrogance, greed, rage, and fear, bolstered very often by bloodshed. Corruption of the undead is more insidious. It takes a significant disruption in the Fade, a more powerful spirit, or other mystical conditions to transform a normally serene denizen of the necropolis into one of the malicious dead. Luckily, after banishing such spirits, we may recover the corpse and once again infuse it with a benign possessor. In circumstances where mortal suasion is behind a peaceful spirit's downfall, the penalty is clear. The lives and bodies of those who tamper with the undead of the necropolis are forfeit unto the Mornwatch. Oh, it's by Watcher Myrna. Misconceptions about the necropolis. No one has more respect for Brother Genitivi's scholarship than I, but his writing on Navarra details very little of the practices of the Grand Necropolis. The more I travel, the more I'm convinced these elisions have led to unfortunate conclusions by people of less than generous imagination. For example, we do not lock up our dead to pound fruitlessly against their coffins in the dark. Our departed lie in peaceful state, or even wander. The undead tableau are loving constructions, not dressed up with corpses. And in the event a malign spirit causes a disturbance, we don't simply throw them in a tomb and toss the key. Sometimes I think Warden Davern crafts these questions to tease me. That's just neat. Emmerich, note to Harding on souls. Note left on a thick book. It wasn't a silly question at all. There's an enormous difference between a spirit and a soul, but the metaphysics are rarely taught outside mage circles. A soul is the richly numinous force within every living being. You and I, our companions, our opponents, all possess a soul. When we slumber, it slips into the Fade, our most intimate connection with the land of dreams. A spirit is an entity formed entirely in the Fade from raw magic. While both dwell in tangible regions, a trained mage will never mistake one for the other. I found Creverton's Dialogue of the Outer Reaches to be the best starting book on the subject, if you'd like to peruse his absolutely gripping theories on autogenous liminality. Complications in the Veil. The Veil, our immutable, eternal barrier against the Fade. Or so we thought. There has recently been a great weakening in the Veil, thanks to a confluence of magic in the south we've yet to understand. What scant information we have paints a chilling picture. The veil may be undone permanently, either in large parts or as a whole. We cannot give way to panic. Should this threat be real, someone must be prepared to answer. If the veil falls, thousands of lives, all we hold dear, will be swept away. I cannot say what would take their place. Notes from a lecture by Emmerich Volkaren in 942 Dragon to a council of Chantry scholars, nobility, and Navaran mages. From Davrin's journal, The Nature of Griffins. Talking to Rook about Hassan's instincts got me thinking. Can you change something you're born with? Or are we blank slates who can make our own way? Was I born a monster hunter, destined to do this job, or did I have a choice? With Hassan, he's this incredible ball of fur, feathers, and energy. Watching him learn to fly or swim for the first time, or taste an apple, there's so much potential in him. You can see he's having fun testing his limits and learning about the world. Has anyone ever raised a griffin that wasn't trained to fight for the wardens? I've seen them get into a frenzy around Darkspawn, so there's no doubt it's like a cat going after a mouse. It's ingrained. But can griffins do anything else? Would they want to? I wonder. I wonder indeed. Book club notes. Notes for our first book club meeting. Attending, Emmerich, Balara, Harding, and Nev. Book, The Hallowed Halls by Marcellus Ingenuus. Chosen by Balara. Notes taken by Balara. Notes. Emmerich, frustrated that book was not accurate about how undead actually work. Agreed that the romance subplot had the pleasing air of a classic tragedy. Nev, pretty sure the book was based on one of her old cases. Refused to elaborate further on romance subplot. Why isn't this scrolling at all? Harding felt it was too long and lacked excitement. Kept scowling and asking, where's the blood? Balara, me, enjoyed that enemies to lovers featured heavily in story. Found undead a little creepy. We rolled dice to decide, and Harding is the next person to choose a book. I will read 4 more of these 8 in a bit. Well, not a bit. Sometime this episode or next. Voluminous notes. The long-sought notes of one of Navarra's most famous spirit summoners. Some whisper that Eglantine Feldevar it still wanders the fade, though she died 60 years ago. Permission granted. A letter stamped with the seal of the Mornwatch. Greetings! You have driven despair from the shrouded halls. For this you have our thanks. If Venatori return to plunder, hunt them as you will. It is signed with a complicated, impenetrable sigil.
Or warning us away.
They're powerfully warded, and yet someone passed through these doors not long ago.
That did it.
Placate mischief.
Of course.
I wonder what this is about. There we go.
Where's the other one? There we go.
We got it.
Oh, yeah. Better defense and ability damage. Okay, so they get up, pull the chain, and then drop again? Yep. Okay.
This cannot be the last wisp. We need
It's not.
another to unlock that door.
Is that one over
Right.
there?
Let's look around. Let's see if we can figure this out.
Oh, it's in the back here.
That did it.
Crumpled parchment. The risen gods and their divine power sense a potential ally in the necropolis. We must sway it to their cause. According to that unbearable necromancer we've had to deal with, the entity we seek should be in the shrouded halls. But be careful, this being is ancient. Who knows what mood it may be in when we find it. Nothing to say about that, Emmerich? During the Storm Age, romantic Navaran artists mixed a drop of their own blood into their inks. The Watchers discouraged the practice as it kept leading to possessed artwork. Excellent. Didn't I grab the wisp? Or did it go on its own? Where did you go, silly thing? Oh.
Of course.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Akanis. To the newly unsealed chamber.
That last wisps unlocked this door. Let's take a look.
There's a lot of dead Venatorian here.
Quite troubling. Well fought, Rook.
did these dead Venatori get through a locked door?
An excellent question.
Photomone. Maybe they locked it behind them. I wonder if this is a pentagast. Gilded cage. No, which one was it? I hate when it does that. The cage is empty, yet on certain nights, birdsong pours out through the bars. Necrotic damage is down a bit, but stagger's doing pretty good. Shadow's Chance. Venatori love a spellbook, so we let them find one. It is full of what we believe is right and good. It has converted no one, but we have hope. Token of Truth Light. Epic. Wow. 20% projectile. 25% barrier. Gains 25 range with projectile. Abilities that hit enemy over 15 meters away. Well, that just sounds really nice.
Sealed tight.
Stand back.
The formless one?
Are you Venatori? Other sniffing rats? What form have you all? This vault's riches are mine. I tore them from the dead, and with me, they will remain.
It's a demon.
And a powerful one, to have been kept behind such
Yeah, it's one
ancient
of the
locks
forbidden
instead
ones.
of simply banished.
Let's search around. Maybe the Venatori knew something.
So we've had a forbidden one in every single game. It was Gax King, the Unbound, in Origins. God, who was in 2? Shoot. I should know this. Yeah. Gax King in Origins, Zebenkek in 2, and Imshale in 3. So I knew we would see the Forbidden One because, you know, he's the last one we haven't seen. But for some reason, maybe some of the short stories, I had it in my head that he was under Minbrathis, not Navara. So I am intrigued to run into him here. I was not expecting this. Words scrawled faintly in blood. They thought to flatter me with lies, so I sealed the door behind them. Bloody note found on Venatori. What we know, place sealed long ago. Forgotten, forbidden. Can sense magical loci projecting from here into upper world. How? Demons will manifest on those points, tied to seals. One demon loci is in the Anderfels, one back home in Tevinter, and one in Arlathan. Kill the demons at the loci and the door to the inner chamber will unseal. Until entity inside the inner chamber is dead, lesser demons will keep returning. But we don't know how to leave this bloody place.
This note says the door's seals are tied to demons out in the world. Killing them unseals the door, but they'll keep returning until we destroy whatever's behind the door itself.
Then we have our targets.
The Order would be grateful. I've never even heard of this spirit.
Let's keep an eye out.
I have. Docktown, Arlathan, Hosberg. Okay. Anyway. Dogtown, Treviso, Osprey Castle. What? Where did? Where did the... I'm gonna fuck up the quest by going here first. We came to Navarre for other stuff. A note on ailments of the dead. Any watchers or visitors are to report at once if they witness imbalances such as dream cycles or broken auras among the necropolis' sacred inhabitants. If you are unsure, please seek out a senior watcher for a proper diagnosis. You have a fabulous mustache.
Thank you for coming, Rook. We're in need of your assistance.
Your letter spoke of hauntings?
Malign spirits freed by the gods.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
This haunting was once a spirit of curiosity.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
What does curiosity get corrupted to?
Rook, Professor, a new group of Venatori trespass in the Shrouded Halls.
The gall of them!
They come in search of plunder.
We'll put a stop to that.
We must keep track of our skeletal assistants.
Yeah, make sure they don't take any of them.
Are any lost?
Intermittently. One revels in hiding in the sand.
We found a sealed door with an unfriendly spirit trapped inside.
Curious. I'm unfamiliar with any records regarding this entity. Proceed with caution.
Wear its words.
What's the state of things in the Shrouded Halls?
We have made an acceptable amount of progress, yet work remains.
The dead are restless still.
How go your journeys, Professor?
The things I've witnessed could already fill a travelogue.
We would learn of them.
Next week's luncheon, perhaps.
I love that you have luncheon with your friends.
Everything under control?
Only so much as we might serve the necropolis.
Our work is ever seen. You live.
I do.
A fine day.
Okay.
Prepare well.
Yay, present.
Prepare for the hunt.
Open from the other side. Well, then where do I go? This way? Ah, my ultimate is full. Ah. Well, then how do we... Well, that's where we came in. Can we go this way and then to the right? Or maybe not.
Our contract was right. Search the whole place. Have you seen how far that go?
Trouble ahead.
Your master!
Looks like the Venatori planned on taking a few things with them.
The villains.
Thence tome. Duties of the prelate of the Grand Necropolis. The previous prelate, Vestelas Pentagast, passed away in 949 Dragon. Their ceremony was attended by his niece, a woman of some renown. Cassandra! Templars in Navarra. Tevinter commentary about Templars in other nations. There's a note from Emmerich at the bottom. Navarra is not unlike the Imperium when it comes to Templars. Navarran Templars still put down anyone foolish enough to be possessed by a demon. This is sensible. It is the best use of an attack dog if you are obliged to set one at the gates. Their political power, however, is thin. They're not beholden to the necromancers, but the necromancers don't always yield. It is how they banned the Templars from their crypts. How cynical! These unvarnished opinions of our kingdom. Navarra's Templars are hardly banned from the Grand Necropolis. There's simply a tacit agreement that any trouble arising there is best left to necromancers with a certain amount of experience. Okay, so these are all the doors I should open from this side, so that I have less trouble in the future.
You don't think highly of spirit magic, Lucanus, because of your experiences with a Venatori, I suppose?
Partly.
I assure you that performed with care, necromancy is no more harmful than any other magecraft.
There is a difference. Fire and ice spells kill people. They don't bring them back again.
What's so objectionable about a simple reanimation?
It's a waste of hard work.
That was a reaction I didn't expect. Working away. Nothing to say?
There's a haunting.
Burgeoning Malice. Excellent name. Happily.
They're at range.
Working on it. Got it.
Manfred, only worse.
Manfred would never be so vicious.
How dare you,
Though,
Goddess.
when pressed the wrong way, errant spirits of curiosity sometimes turn to malice.
Excellent.
I think this wisp wants something.
Buddy.
For us?
Silver spoon. A piece from a cutlery collection intended to be part of an undead tableau. Never used, presumably.
Thanks.
Very generous.
Thanks, little buddy. I don't know what I need you for, but... Thank you, buddy. And it's bulwark. It is better on everything but the perfect defense thing. Which I don't do that often.
Easy enough.
I'm not sure how to get up there. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with that. Okay.
Considering that.
Okay, no, I don't know how to do this. Up here maybe? Maybe. Yeah, there we go.
Wonder what their story was.
I could ask, if you'd like.
Stumbling. The steps. Skeletons saw. Oh. No choice. Had to be brave. Had to be brave. Too late to cry. So many graves.
Purple diary page. The mist never lifts on the plains below the halls. It was a mistake to travel one of them alone. Who rang those chimes? What was that shape I saw gliding through the thickest patch of fog? Why am I still cold days later, even in front of a fire? Maker, I ache for the sky.
I'll hunt.
You do it on repeat, bud. Woo! That is not where I wanted to go. God damn it.
How many crow houses are there, Lucanus?
A few dozen. Only 5, I'd recommend.
You've all such a fierce reputation outside Antiva.
Doing a job is different from doing it well. My grandmother knew what that took.
Yeah, but she was also a bitch, so.
I'm on it.
Okay, I don't know what this is for. I don't know. I had multiple ways of getting over there, so I'm not sure why that's like that. Okay. This way so we can go down maybe?
More Venatori! And they're summoning a demon this time!
There is no end to us!
They're attacking from afar!
Will demands this!
Feel a blessing! They're at range!
They attack from afar!
Do not.
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
No.
Venatori sure made themselves cozy here.
The cultists will be staying longer than they imagined.
Myrna and Vorgoth will be happy. I think that's the last of the trespassing Venatori.
It's a travesty so many of them gathered here undetected. We really must raise some new corpse guards.
Is there a wisp anywhere? Visitors are discouraged from leaning too close to the pools. It's been said that one can hear secrets of the dead in the ripples of the cascades, but sometimes the waters plunge deeper than they should. I can hear you, little squeaking buddy. I just don't know where. That's the one I already read.
Allow me.
We got it.
Thanks, friend. Memento acquired. Strange painting. A painting recovered from the collapsed tomb of an ancient king. Stories surrounding the burial site about spectral figures and a stolen crown are typical of necropolis rumors.
What do you dream of in the dark?
No! Not yet! Don't bury me! I'm alive! I'm still alive! It's open. There's light.
Well, that's sad. She got buried alive before she passed on.
There are no further signs of the Venatori. However, we may wish to send some back as cautionary examples to the rest.
Yes.
That skeleton that used to be a spirit of curiosity is gone.
Our gratitude. The magic animating this haunting is ancient.
The gods stole its slumber.
Yeah.
The shrouded halls have been left in appalling condition.
Memory wanes.
That provides...
The Venatori won't be bothering you anymore.
You have our thanks.
The spirits rest more soundly.
Good.
A fine day.
Okay, there's a new quest. Fit for a necromancer. Yay. Pinnacle of its kind. Hunt down demons. Stop a sleepless spirit. Find a haunting in Arlathan Forest. Okay. Alright, off to Arlathan Forest.
What do spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
Forged by a notorious bandit from his stolen bounty, this suit of armor was eventually abandoned when it made him a target for rivals everywhere. The privy's that way. Mining's a dangerous job. Lightless tunnels, frequent cave-ins. Knowing where to go when you need to go is priceless. Thankfully, these men will show the way. I just buy this shop out for funsies. Just want to see if any of them have a present for Harding. I don't know where to get a present for Harding. Okay. The Vanished City. I'm dreaming, but this time I know I am. Yeah, no, never mind. I already got this one.
To other shores.
Notes from the Crossroad Islands. Handwritten notes, an annotated page torn from a grimoire. His ritual may not have broken the world, but it has shifted another. Once the crossroads blossomed for the people. Now islands rise in the great divides, and if this place blooms, it blooms unseen. One should appreciate it still, for truth has its own beauty. The changed crossroads is a sign of life both here and elsewhere. Its islands reflect the world beyond not just as we see it, but as the crossroads has shown it. An alluvion has two faces, after all. I wonder what certain acquaintances of mine will make of this, of the people's refuge taking on new form. Great plans will change, no doubt, but they should welcome it. Change, after all, sets us free.
We sail.
Let's go.
We've a fight ahead.
Good work!
It's over. Another question about the crows, Lucanus.
Go ahead.
Do you have any say in your targets?
You want to know if my victims deserved it?
Forgive me, I shouldn't have asked.
Everyone wonders. I've never killed an innocent by my count. I cannot say if yours would agree.
And these two do not like each other. Well, or Lucanus does not like Emmerich.
Any more word on who this Morrigan?
Who's the mystery? Heard a few rumors. They're all scary.
She's not that scary. She very much
Get all
cultivates
your
that image, though.
god-killing implements right here.
Bucket frog.
Come back anytime.
From Erlen's journal. Who's this Morrigan? Strife brought in a mage named Morrigan. They have some kind of history. I don't care much for her. This is our forest. We've been defending it, and now she wanders in like she rules Arlathan. Farther down the page. After I wrote that, I asked around about her. Morrigan may be uppity, but I guess anyone with her family would be. They say her mother was Flemeth, a legendary witch of the wilds that we still tell tales about. She has a bunch of witch daughters all over the place. Some say Flemeth was immortal, so I don't know what that makes Morrigan. Scary, I guess. They say Morrigan's an incredibly dangerous mage, that she's into blood magic, she's a shapeshifter, she can turn into a dragon, she was an advisor to the Inquisition, and she's had more lovers than trees in the forest. She wanders the world being mysterious, popping up whenever it suits her fancy. I don't know if it's truth or not, but I'm watching my back around her. Okay, so from what I know her, she's not into blood magic. She is a shapeshifter. She can turn into a dragon. She was advisor to the Inquisition, and I have no idea about how many lovers she's had.
If the gods are stirring up trouble in Arlathan, we won't have enough bell jumpers to handle this. We'll need help.
Agreed. But first, we need to get a handle on what exactly is happening out there.
It changes by the hour.
Better than by the minute.
Optimism. Hi boys, thanks for waiting for me. Now let's smash up these Deke Stalkers, huh?
Targets ahead.
Maybe there's something over here, but it's just the gold reflecting light. There's new stuff in the forest that was not here before.
Trouble ahead.
Over there. That could be the haunting spirit Myrna told us about.
Nocturnix.
It's the Nocturnix, an ancient spirit whose sleep was stolen by the gods. Now it steals the dreams of others.
My dreams. Where have they gone?
One less spirit stirring up trouble.
Yes.
May he rest now and find the sleep that eluded him. Dream well.
Okay. I mean, we can try. We can try the demon one and see how bad it is. Maybe not. I don't know how to get in there. quest in this area. New quest available in this area. But I don't know how to get over there yet.
We got rid of that haunting in Arlethan.
It sleeps once again.
Excellent work. We've an unseen visitor.
They pass on.
Greetings once more.
Nothing new for me. Cool. Okay. We're gonna go back home. Go back home and swap, or and give Emmerich his present, and then do the quest. I'm only running back because I'm hoping these two will talk a little bit more together.
Lucanus, do the implications of your work never trouble you?
Everyone on this team has killed before. I'm hardly unique.
Yes, of course. But in your case, it's a profession, rather than an act of necessity.
I'm not sure the Venatori or the Antam see the distinction as you do.
He's being a little moralizing.
The deeper currents.
Which, like, to be fair, I think most of us would be when confronted with a professional killer, but different worlds, different ethics. And like he said, we've all killed people. Immersive. Dear Rook and Professor Volkaren, the Watchers are sending this letter for me. I'm the man who used to be enslaved by Venatori. My name is Claudius. Thank you, bless you for stopping them. I would never have seen the sun again if not for you. I can sew very well. The Watchers say there is a great call for tailors for the deceased. This was strange to me, for we do not need such things in Tevinter, but the Watchers have fed me and found me work. I can never repay them or you, but I will help clothe Novara's dead. May you walk in the light, Claudius, a free man. Yay! Aw, heartwarming. What? Huh? Oh, where's hi? Let's see if we can find you a little buddy. Between the facing gods. Well, now I'm intrigued. Is it those ones upstairs? Yes. Mysterious note. Another helper awaits between the face and gut. Yeah, I got that. Oh. Where does that go? Library balcony. Enter new area. Whoa. I'm leaving the lighthouse. Only a few sentences in this ancient book are still decipherable. Scattered now, the great enemy has vanished, but so has the dread wolf. After rebellion, there is a cry for reconciliation, not only with those we fought, but with those who stood aside and must now justify their passivity. There are empty rooms, but it is now the emptiness of peace, not of the fallen. We know these halls will be kept by. Close out these pages. I gaze at the beating heart of the lighthouse, fed so long with hope, and offer one last morsel. I am the last. When I depart, it will be into a world I do not understand. But I face a dawn without the Evanuris, and that is enough. Whew. Whoa.
Dweller, it is whole. Restored.
Astrolabe restored. Workshop upgrades discounted. Nice. Alright, cool. Looks like another door that could open maybe.
Does this place have anything on dragons?
Oh, I think I saw something. Let me help you look.
Cuties.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels. Fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the
Solus
dead.
would love
Their
this, I
drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead, inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
Oh, I don't want to skip this.
I can't answer that. Can you?
I've come to believe there is a return. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
I love him already, both of them. Oh, Emmerich's a delight. Manfred's a cutie. Oh, look at your spiral staircase. Oh, beautiful. Here's a present.
How thoughtful, Rook.
Happy. I'm happy to give it to you. Good for a necromancer. Oh, not much out this way, huh? Hey, we used to use those to set up camp at Inquisition. Where'd Manfred go? I appreciate you. I hope you know that. Let's see. Nev probably still doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, sorry. No, this is Belara's. And she's in the building. Is Harding out here? Hi.
I've been trying to move stones, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Is it me? Is it the fade?
Hard to
I
say.
need to practice.
You got this. I don't know what those sounds are, but okay. There's Davrin. What you doing? Oh, Davrin and Lucanus.
Abundance.
6. Woo!
So, the Grey Wardens have griffins.
What of it?
It's another secret your order's been keeping.
What does that mean?
Wardens act like the heroes of Thedas, but they hide just as many shadows as they fight.
And your crows are saints?
No, but we don't pretend to be. We're honest about our work.
More sniping, huh?
Hi there, boy.
Baby. Baby boy. Baby, baby. Where's Manfred? Hey, Nav.
Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Well, still mad at me. Where is Manfred? There he is. Okay. Go stairs. Got it. She might always be a little mad at me. Hi, bud. We just both keep throwing paper, huh? Alright, let's go peek on Barrick. And then do one of the side quests.
Are you doing all right, Rook? Don't forget to take breaks, okay?
But I'm already halfway through my time off, and I'm not even out of Act 1. Okay, which one do I want to do first? Shades of the Blight or something wrong? I think I want to go talk to Morrigan. And I'm going to take Emmerich and Nev. Oh, the boys seem to like each other very much. Well, I don't know how Emmerich and Davern are.
Places between.
You call Manfred Fred?
Sure. He walked into my office. I said, Fred, can I call you Fred? He nodded. Seemed happy about it. If he doesn't like it...
Oh, Manfred doesn't mind. He quite likes you. Does the diminutive imply a certain level of comfort with the necromantic arts?
It shows a certain level of comfort with your friend. The rest of it, well, that depends.
On what?
On what the mage using it is up to.
She's like, listen, I like Manfred. I promise, nothing else. Glitching out, huh? Every time, it's still immediately sobering.
It's bad out here. So many dead or injured after the dragon. Now Venatori grab anyone they please.
Look, I have a lot on my mind. If you could go wherever you go.
That's fair. I don't blame anyone who doesn't want to talk to me.
Rana, what's been happening?
There was another execution.
Is there anything you can do?
I'm trying. Mostly I get people away or out of the city when I can.
Yeah. The Venatori will add you to their list if you're not careful.
What else can I do?
Come to think of it.
I do want to listen.
I've a question for you about Minrathous, Nev.
Do you?
I've heard its mage circles are the strongest in Tevinter.
So they claim.
One does hear things, boasts about particular methods and so on.
Funny. We hear the same about Navarra. Company, get ready.
What can we print that's not avoiding saying certain things about a certain cult? The alternative is execution. Read between the lines, though.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Why don't you care about our city?
Because there's little I can do about any of it. Caring would be pointless and painful.
Wow.
You're young. You'll learn.
Team pursues leads that reveal disturbing information about the spread of the blight, but also gains some unexpected aid.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look.
Hey, there he is!
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the man who led us all.
He wanted to meet in Minrathous because, you know, he's with Dorian. I don't even care if they don't get into that. It was a short jaunt for him from Dorian's house.
Andar and Atashan.
Arneth Ara. I wish we could be meeting without our gods threatening to blight the world.
A blight that spreads wider with each passing heartbeat.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
Hi, Philandriel. This is on you.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Liliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition. But I never lost the friends who'd gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
Okay, but I need you to talk about Dorian, please. This is gonna kill me if you don't.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valroyo and Helem Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe.
What?
The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall.
Excuse me?
She's
Valen?
taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Smashing and stuff it.
Maker, we didn't know. My mom.
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the blight.
It's so good to see him. My Philandriel had longer hair with the side shave, but I chose to give him shorter hair. My logic was that, like, oh, he's missing a hand now. So, like, maintaining long hair would be a challenge. He looks so good!
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet him.
No, he was already in Rathis with Dorian. You can't convince me otherwise. He doesn't have very many connections up north.
What I really need right now is information. If you have anyone who can help.
I'm sorry. I'll be needed elsewhere.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solus rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
I considered Solus a friend. I'd hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now, but still. If this can give you some insight, help you understand him, whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
I wasn't expecting it to see him that soon. Like, obviously we'll see him again later. I'm a little sad we didn't get to ask him more about his friends. About... Like, obviously we couldn't ask too many questions because they didn't let us choose that many options when we were setting the game up. But, like... I don't know. We did pick who they romance, so you couldn't have said something about Dorian? I mean, you did Josephine and Dorian, but like... Okay. We're just gonna jump back to... the lighthouse. This is from the front. The fight for the South. Rook, though the circumstances prompting our meeting were perhaps not what either of us would have chosen, I'm glad we did meet. I'd heard of you from Varric, of course, and Harding spoke, and continues to speak, highly of you. However, the greatest vote of confidence came from Morrigan. She's always had a knack for spotting those who might shift the foundations of the world, even if they don't know it yet. So it was she who suggested we meet, and as always, heeding her counsel proved to be the wisest decision. Unfortunately, I send grim tidings. The echoes of Solus's ritual and the escape of the gods rings across the south, and the smell of war is heavy in the air. In Orlais, a splinter faction of the nobility has made common cause with the Venatori and launched an assault on both the royal forces of Orlais and the border keeps of Ferelden. On Tom, corsairs harass shipping out of Ostwick, and in the far southern wilds, blight has emerged once more. Darkspawn in great numbers have been spotted near the ruins of Ostgar. But I told you to leave the south to me, and I stand by that. I share this news not to ask for help, but to remind you that you and your people are not alone. The gods stir up the greatest evils in Thedas, yet its people stand stalwart and resolute. Take care of the gods of the north, and I'll make sure that the south handles itself. And when this is all over, we'll drink to victory. First round's on me. Yours, the Inquisitor. Ah! It's fine, it's fine, I'm fine, it's fine. I have 5 points. I really need to use these. Upgrade strike abilities. Concentration. Executioner's gaze. Final attacks are critical hits versus enemy with low health. Greater passive. Bloody Vengeance. Charged attacks with sword or axes apply bleeding to enemies. Oh yeah. Fighting Dirty. Upgrade strike ability. Spill blood. Maximum bleeding stacks +1. Upgrade area abilities. Final attacks are critical of hits versus enemy with low health. Oops. Bulwark. Penetration 15%. Whirlwind. That could be fun. Oh, that could be really fun. Trait. Rolling Thunder. Hold right click. Shift. Plus shift. Then click. Shift click. Okay. That's complicated. Luckily I don't have any of those yet, so it's fine. Emmerich. 6 points, my dude. Chittering Signet. Applying Weakened also applies vulnerability to necrotic damage. The gold scarab on this emerald ring signifies the Mornwatch's closeness to death and the cycle of life that feeds it. Final rites. Replenish. Time slow. Entangling Spirits. I think that's fun. And the bell tolls. Critical hit applies Necrosis. Applies Chilled Necrosis. Okay. Polite Acquaintance. Thrill of the Chase. Associate. Alluvian Expert. Contract Killer. And Wrath is Contact. 64. 75. 74. Okay, so this one would be detonates, apply frozen, detonates, apply chill, detonates are 50% wider. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Where'd your hat go? Oh, it's just because I have helmets turned out? No. It's part of the uniform and I took it off. Ah! Here. Everyone else's thumbs up. Oh no. I hope I didn't lock into flirting with you.
I know you can handle this. Trust yourself and trust the team.
Thanks, Barrick. Oh, I meant to check in on Emmerich too. I just have a habit of like, oh, I checked on one room, now it's time to leave. Hi.
Rook,
that chair looks comfy.
Interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
Yeah. Let's do it. But first, let me go talk to everybody.
I cannot say.
Who
got it working.
created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see?
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Rude.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit.
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmerich might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. That was us.
Anaris. I know I've heard that name before.
Yeah, a Forgotten One. Remember the nursery rhymes? Don't speak their names or they'll come for you. Unlike our so-called good gods, which, well, we saw what happened there. So who knows what they really were? The Forgotten Ones. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Dread Wolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Worse, like the wound of betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What a shame. I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Bye.
Appreciate the support.
Do we finally get to talk to the Conants more?
Not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
Hi, ladies.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy? Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
Yeah, that was not okay.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy.
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I...
Aww.
I'd look stupid. This isn't about the dress, is it? No, it's... I don't know. She always says stuff like that. About how I dress, how I act.
I think you're amazing.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right.
Okay. That's okay.
Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Some people do.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything. Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about. But what does it mean? It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period. How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Aw. That was a nice conversation. Oh, please let me flirt with him. Please let me flirt with him. Food inventory. On a page torn from a notebook in Ablara's handwriting. Things we have. From Solus. Lots of salted meat. Not sure what kind. Not challah. Large quantity of raisins. Seemingly untouched. Several jars of honey. From us. Fresh meat, all. Several varieties of cheese. Nev. Flour. Me. Salt. Me. Fresh rolled noodles. Harding. Some kind of paste made out of peppers and oil. Harding. Cask of fresh wine. All. Large tub of coffee beans. All. Small jars of very expensive coffee beans. Lucanus. Breaded sticks of cheese. Tosh. Animal biscuits. Davrin. Fresh bananas. Emmerich. Fresh bread. Me. Tub of butter. Me. Things we need. Fresh milk. Any. Apples. Ask Emmerich. More cooking oil. Chocolate. Rook. Wine for book club. Great. A monthly stipend. I don't understand why Lucanus claims it's bizarre for Manfred to receive a modest monthly stipend. Manfred may need the funds one day, and he's capable of making small purchases with supervision. I admit, however, he fancies the strangest things. Some recent acquisitions. A silver-backed Antivan hand mirror. 20 blue marbles. 4 sticks of chalk. He presented one to Harding. A jeweled brooch shaped like a lizard. I had to make up the difference. He must learn to tell copper from gold. A brass cup. A rather fine quill knife, confiscated. 2 pounds of almonds, removed to the kitchen. Yet more string. The latest item cost nothing. Manfred's become very fond of a little wooden stick he enjoys pointing about. From Emmerich's diary. Lord of Fortune. Oh, there it is. Tosh Talks. Dragons, Vinzimer. No, we read this one before. Okay, there's one somewhere that's not telling me. There we go. Tosh notes. Meeting shadow dragons to talk gender stuff. Writing notes to work through gender crap. Showing to Brooke for help, maybe. Mayveris pretty. Tarquin tough. Both trans. Both open about being trans and said I could share stuff if it helped me on my journey. I did not ask for a journey. Trans means was other gender, then changed? Wait, no. Was always new thing, just now acknowledged. Not changing, affirming. Trans woman is woman. Not feeling right in body is dysphoria, whole big thing. Could feel like want to be guy instead of girl? No. Could feel like not connected to body? Not everyone does this. Could feel uncomfortable with girls who act more feminine? No, I like girls. Girls smell good. But like hanging out with lords more than girls. Ashamed of not doing what your gender should do. Ugh. Getting euphoria is feeling right. Non-binary means not man or woman. Can feel like either? Can I look like guy, girl, neither? Some use she, he. Some swap. Some use they. But is still single with name? Flynn is non-binary. They are coming this way. Confusing, but sure. Also gender fluid. Feel different on different days. Can switch pronouns. Don't think that's me. Agender, bigender, demigender, others. A lot of different ones. Not me, but okay. Never too late. Validate even if no words when younger, blah, blah, blah. Mayveris saw notes and is mad. Write this down exactly. You're valid. People will say you're not doing this or too much that. Do not let it diminish you. No two journeys are alike. That's wonderful. Embrace it. Did you get all that? Okay, fine. I know the trolls are going to be so mad about that, but like, games have always used characters to teach the general public about concepts that they should already know. This is no different, and I think that was handled a hell of a lot better than they handled Krem and Inquisitor's questions to Krem. A letter to Dorian. Sparkler. Thanks for the book recommendations. The library in the Viscount's Keep could use a little more class. Kirkwall has been calmer since I got back from my trip to see old friends in Orlais. The end of the Inquisition flooded the free marches with able-bodied ex-soldiers looking for work in warmer weather. Suddenly, I have more hands than I have shit to fix or things to fight. It's a good problem to have. Of course, a third of them still secretly work for Charter, but I'll put up with it. Some of the spies are better craftsmen than the craftsmen. Liliana always did have an eye for talent. Give May my love, would you? It'll be a while before I can make a trip to Minrathous, and she's the only family I've got left that I'm still speaking to. Yeah, May's great. Okay. Please, 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 please.
Lucanus? Where is he?
Wait. Where? Where? Oh. He's downstairs? Okay, I gotta go find him. I know Davrin wants to talk to me too, and I will be back, but... Lucanus! My baby! Not my baby, my man.
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Hi, Spite.
Lucanus, wake up!
Ugh. What the?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're all right?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
No. I hope I didn't miss my chance to flirt with him. Questions on demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims that they are malvoyant spirits, the first children of the Maker, angry at their creator for turning from them and jealous of those creations he considered superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brahm's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has held since the Tower Age. Excerpt from The Maker's First Children by Blader, Senior Enchanter of Ossoc, A12. So we've read that before in other games. Emmerich declares this categorization limited by Navaran standards, and Nev claims it makes the matter overcomplicated based on what she's seen. Either way, it speaks only of mages again. Every text I say says I should be dead or impossible. There must be something else. Can I talk to him again? Probably not, but... I hope.
Minrathos, I cannot imagine what Nev feels.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
You sound like a new parent.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Keep dreaming. It's good to have goals in life.
The real dream is getting him to take a nap. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. They've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
Has your first warden always been, well...
A stubborn bastard?
One way of putting it.
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elgernon and Gillenane won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
Great.
And just how wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun. Right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
I've heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Ew.
Fun bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sort have their charm.
I'd rather take my chances in prison.
It's not all bad.
When does it get good?
When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger. Then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation.
Hopefully not flirting with him.
And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
No offense to Everett.
Okay, now I get it.
You're
Best
not who I
part
came
is the
for.
warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
That sounds nice. That's a nice way to put it.
We all need that chance. Put past sins to right.
It makes the warden stronger to have people in our ranks who've lived in the shadows. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sort to put the world right.
Kind of like us, I suppose.
Minus the skeleton butler.
Hey.
Oh, I don't know. Man for the warden. Has a ring to it.
How about we quit while we're ahead? See you around.
He's not a butler, he's an assistant. Don't be mean to Madrid. Thrill of the chase. No, I don't want. I want you. Okay, I want to do this memory thing and then we'll wrap this episode up.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
Whoo! That is so much! Oh my god. How did they know we need a moment and the slow fade out of it? Holy
that was
shit.
Strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods? Well, mine and Davrin's, and Rook's.
And they were supposed to protect people. Instead, they seized power. Assholes.
It was so mundane. Nothing grand or cosmic.
I love Emmerich's staff
no
there.
setting fire to the sun, just talking, politics. I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right, what else can we take from this memory?
Elgernon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elgernon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgernon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elgernon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elgernon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
Probably.
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elgernon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
Maybe.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right.
I don't think he's always
But
going to
the
be
Dread Wolf
trapped.
was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept
three
it
of
in
them,
his
right?
hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a
Can
change.
I do all of them right now? Witness the first memory of Fen'Harel. Probably not, it looks like. Down here.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Oh my god. This is fucking heavy. So him and Mythal.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it. Whether they were doing it or not, Solus cared about her. That's what matters.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
I mean, I do know this one. But for you guys.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay, Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How was the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it?
What I want to know, Davrin.
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other gods kill her for it. I imagine the Dreadwolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
I have at least one more. Witness the second memory of Ven Harel. I know I need to wrap this up, but I'm so invested right now. That's him sealing him away.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture.
To be fair to him, he didn't know that would happen.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgar'nan and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Honestly, I'm a little relieved. I've been feeling out of my depth trying to stop ancient gods. But Solus was flailing just as much as we are.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's... wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Okay. As a non-religious person in real life, I've always been like, the Andraste story is bullshit. It's just people making stuff up to make themselves feel better, as religion is in the real world. However, for someone who does believe, I would say this doesn't necessarily disprove the Maker. There was clearly something that came before the elves. And what did conquerors do? What did Tevinter do when they took over Elven society? What's the word I'm looking for? You co-opt the things that already existed that are power symbols. You make them your own. So, while yes, I am a firm believer that the Golden City is Arlathan, and that is where they are trapped, that doesn't mean the elves made it. It could have been something before the elves. And whatever that something is, you could call it the Maker if you want. Can I give a personal view regarding belief in the Maker? Speak as someone who does not believe in the Maker. Since share Harding's belief and anxiety of learning this. Confirm continued belief in the Maker.
The Maker was never my faith, Lace. But I don't think you have to give it up.
But what they taught us was just wrong. What if the Maker just doesn't exist?
The Chant of Light might be wrong, but it's been made and changed by people over 1,000 years.
There was a whole verse about an elf named Shartan, and the Chantry just cut it out.
So maybe the Golden City was meant as a metaphor, or maybe it was added because of politics. That might change the history, but it doesn't have to change your whole faith.
That's a good way to look at it,
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Yeah.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
I think I have one more. Memory of Blackened Hearts. Witness the 3rd memory of Fen'Harel. Yep, I have one more.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, there's talk of taking on a solid form.
Confirmed.
The danger.
Oh my god!
The glowing stone to
Theory
build your
confirmed!
body. Did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
Okay,
What? This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I know!
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
No, I'd rather talk about this, Davern.
Lucanus.
Shut up.
Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... What?
And Lucanus' reaction to Tosh every time is, what the fuck are you on?
We hid the truth for as long as we could, but yes, Balara, Davern, and I have secretly been spirits this whole time.
Shut up, Rick.
Not funny.
A little funny.
Sounds like something a rage demon would say.
You're going to confuse Tosh.
What? I wasn't listening. There weren't any dragons in this one.
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits.
Yes.
You three are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
If the world learned about this and it led to attacks against elves...
Elves have enough trouble as it is down in Ferelden.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay, we keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
Pride. What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
That's why he was so against
He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
They hurt the Titans.
Lyrium is the blood of the Titans.
The Titans would have felt it as an attack. They defended themselves.
The first memory we saw, with Elgarnon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
So many theories are
war
being
between
confirmed
the
right now, and
Titans
I'm
and the
losing my
elves.
shit.
Lace, I'm so sorry.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture.
Yeah.
But I
we
think
have a
that's part of
lot.
what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus whatever we find next.
Memory of manifestation, wishing to support memories on her own. I'm not okay right now. I'm gonna level Harding up. And then I'm gonna go and have a meltdown. It'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Lore nerd having a freak out right now. This is so juicy and so good and so much. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next episode after I've had some good panic and some sleep. See you guys later. Bye.